Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Update, my 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 931, so let's get things started. Alright, just doing a very quick run through itself. We did see okay, let's just start on the US equity market itself. So we did see a red candlestick yesterday itself, but overall, I still think the overall bullish momentum remains as of yesterday. But right now, since we've actually opened below and it's looking likely to close below 20 exponential moving average, I do think a potential shift of clear bullish momentum has now shifted to more of a neutral bullish momentum in that sense. So if a deeper kind of retracement pullback, if you're looking in terms of the Fibonacci rise, retracement wise, all the way from the top to the bottom, I think potentially at this 4K region, or even at this 3.98K to 4K region, perhaps could be a consolidation supportive region itself. But ultimately, the key thing I do think that we may potentially hit with a decisive break will be at 3.9K region itself. So that is something that I'll be very keen and be interested in that sense. All right, in the event, in the case for the Nasdaq wise, looking in terms of the Fibonacci retracement wise, then potentially we could see some confluence over here. I do think that at a 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, in addition to the 0.50 simple moving average, moving support, moving average could potentially be a confluence zone as well. All right, in terms of support wise. And looking into our ASHR wise, we are retracing a bit more. Previously, yesterday wise, I still think it looks fine. But right now, if we actually do close here, which is very likely because there's only 2 hours left to go, then I do think that there is potentially for further downside wise, further downside in terms of retracement level wise, if this is a completion of a fifth wave cover added wave theory, then all the way from the bottom to the top itself, potential retracement point could potentially hit this $27.23 region itself, which is a 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, and it also happens to the previous top, previous bottom region as well. All right, and then moving along in terms of KWAP wise, definitely we are looking also a continuation. I do see this as a building up in terms of strength and breaking up, but unfortunately, it looks to be breaking down. But as long as we maintain above 200 exponential moving average, I will still lean towards more like a neutral to slightly bullish territory. But bearing in mind, if we do break this decisively wise, we could have a very strong continuation towards downside to potentially the 2670 region or even the 2430 region itself. So those are two very likely targets that we could potentially hit. So the only exception that I do see for the market itself will actually be for crypto. So even though we have a very clear rejection, both in terms of price action wise and also a decent volume in terms of the red volume candlestick you can see over here, very distinct. There was a spike in volume quite decently because the normal volume, yeah. Yep. So basically the normal volume is 3.4K on this exchange itself, but normally we are getting 1.7K. So yeah, normally we're getting 1.8K itself. So it's not exactly double, but it's almost close to that. So that definitely does shows quite significant to it. Unfortunately, we didn't really strongly break below, and I do think we are very unlikely to break below. So I do think that perhaps consolidation between this lower end range of 20K to 25K region itself will be a very good sign of support. And I do think that, yeah, but ultimately, if you're looking for trade setup, then I don't think there's any suitable trade setup right now, especially on the daily chart and on the forward chart itself. Yeah, looking a bit choppy itself, I would prefer for the retracement before I would even consider looking to enter long. And we also haven't hit the lower band of the Bollinger Band itself, so similarly, I'm not very keen to enter long in that sense. All right, anyway, with that said, I've come to the end of today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.